Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Guess what? It's the return of the guy everyone's been waiting for. It is Rafael Nadal. Vamos! He is back on the tour. He is back in competitive action again. And there's a guy right next to me who is more excited than most. Isn't that right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, ecstatic. Can't wait. I'm going to turn the cap round. I was looking for the RAFA t-shirt, but I couldn't find it. I think it's in the wash still. I've been wearing it quite a bit recently. But Rafael Nadal back in Australia. We know he's going to be at the Australian Open. He's doing a warm-up event in Melbourne first. It's going to be an ATP 250. And let's hope he can have a really great start to the year. Of course, the exhibition didn't go to plan. He ended up getting COVID. There was a few of the other players getting COVID as well. He lost his matches. But that means absolutely nothing. I wanted to try and say that to Ben as well, because I think he's been very disrespectful towards Rafa, putting him all the way down in his top 10, I think in 9th position, just about making his top 10. He was even considering completely excluding him. So I feel like I would like to see Rafael Nadal this year prove a lot of the doubters wrong. There's a lot in the live chat. There's one sitting beside me. And I think this year could be extremely special. And a lot of people writing him off because of his injury. Let's see what we're in store for, because I'm expecting big things starting with this event in Melbourne.
Yeah, I never underestimate Rafa's ability. The only reason he is where he is in my rankings is because I think there's going to be some potential injury worries. But I'm not going to say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. We want to see a fully fit Rafa. I want to see him playing his best tennis, obviously. And I want to see, can he win this? I'd say it's not too bad a tournament, but a really nice one for him to start off with, I'd say. The selection of players in there, there's some good ones. There's some half-decent ones as well. But for me, all very beatable if you are a top-form Rafael Nadal. That's for sure.
The big question is, are we going to be seeing a top-form Rafael Nadal?
Exactly.
Based off all of his social media, and from what I'm hearing in his camp, of course, I've got a few insiders there giving me the lowdown. Rafa's in top form right now.
Yeah.
He's feeling fresh and ready. The best indication we can have that he's sort of backing this up is the fact that he's competing in the doubles as well. So as you know, he's starting his campaign on the 4th at 5 a.m. UK time. It's only a day to wait. And he's going to be playing in the doubles against Polman's Poprin, teamed up with Munar. You wouldn't be playing doubles if you wasn't feeling good about yourself. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he feels all right in his body, and that is a brilliant sign. So he's playing doubles and singles, as much tennis as he can fit in before the Australian Open. Let's hope it all goes to plan. Of course, we're not expecting much in the doubles. I think their team could get found out, but you never know. In the singles, however, he will be a massive favourite to win this event. Let's see if he can do it. But I don't think it's not going to be straightforward as some people think. There's some tough players along the route. I know you're saying they're not, but I think some of them could be a bit challenging.
They could potentially be. Let's have a look. I know you wanted to bring up the tweet just to have a look at his. Do you want to have a look at his pathway?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, while you bring it up, I'm just going to go shout out to some people in the chat. We've got quite a few people here. Ollie Patone, of course, another big Rafa fan, saying so excited to see him. Got 12 Travel 21 saying Rafa and Sir Andy. Of course, Andy Murray's returning as well. Gene here, wishing us, just saying hello. How we doing, mate? And how we doing, everyone else? We've got Daria G, Michael Walker, and a lot of the other regular faces. We've got David Barton asking, do a Rafa grunt, JG, for the good luck. I'm not going to give you a grunt, but I'll give you this instead.
Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael Nadal!
Unbelievable.
Oh,
does that work?
Fresh off button of the year, ATP button of the year on GTL. he's looking to try and he's had that little award. Is that going to give him the incentive now to go on and win the first event of 2022? I'm sure that's probably a prize of place on the mantelpiece, that trophy we sent to Rafa. What do you think?
I hope so. But I think he's got other things to think about right now, because I'm just doing the maths, and in 8 hours' time, he's going to be on call playing doubles.
Ooh,
I'm not going to be able to watch it. I'm not going to be able to wake up, unfortunately, because there's so much going on with work tomorrow, with sort of the end of the month in finance. But I'm going to be wishing him well in the doubles. My priority is going to be the singles, though, and this is his projected pathway. He's got a bye through the first round, Giron in the second, a quarter-final of Poprin, semi-final of Ivashka, and a final of Van der Zandschulp. The ones I wanted to point out was the Ivashka one. I feel like Ivashka gave him a very good game last year on the clay. This is on hard courts, and it's playing a Rafa at the start of the year. I think that could be a real big banana skin. I'm saying it now. That is my big worry out of the whole draw. Of course, the final as well, Van der Zandschulp. If he is to face him, it's going to be tough. Or whoever you play in a final is always difficult, because a player's got there on merit, and they must have been playing well in the lead up in the week. But Ivashka there is a name which I'm worried about in the draw. Yeah,
I mean, I think I'm surprised that there's not a Sir Andy in there somewhere, considering he played all right in that Mubadala tournament. He actually obviously beat Rafa in that tournament as well, and actually looked pretty good in doing it. It wasn't just, it was his first match back, but Rafa played well in that tournament as well, despite losing. Murray served well, and you know how good Murray is when he does get that serve going. So obviously I'll be cheering Murray on all the way in this tournament. I really hope we can see a full season from him, and he can go deep in some tournaments as well. I'm sure we'll get a few wild cards along the way as well.
Yeah, good to mention Andy, because he's on the other side of the draw, and he could meet him in the final.
Yeah,
David Barton says he could be there. I don't know. Van der Zandschulp's another good shout, though. Either or is going to be really tough. And then we've got Magdi here. How are we doing, Magdi? Saying Ivashka's worrying, but never underestimate Rafa and his capabilities.
Yeah.
And there was another one here. Yeah, that's it. It was in Barcelona. I know it was on the clay courts, but it was John there just confirming it was Barcelona last year, where Ivashka really pushed Rafa to the wire.
Yes, he did. I was going to say, is there any qualifiers that we need to know about that have come through this one? Or
yeah, let's go on to the qualifiers. I don't think there is previous winners, is there?
No, I didn't see any. I had a look through. Let us know in the live chat if you've known that there been a previous winner of this one. I was trying my best to try and find, but maybe it was coming under a different name. That could be the thing. And for our English viewers, this isn't a Summer Set in the UK, which is obviously all the way down in the West Country. This is in Australia, just to be sure. Some people might be getting confused.
Yeah, so this one is called, I'm just trying to find it here, Ben. Just the name of this event. So it's going to be called, it's the Melbourne Summer Set. So we've got a few starting very soon. We've got this one. We've got then the Melbourne Summer Set 1 in the WTA and Melbourne Summer Set 2 in the WTA. So there's 3 tournaments in total, including another 2 Adelaide ones we did yesterday. So go check out that video if you haven't seen it. But this one's going to comprise of 2 WTA 250 events, and of course this one right now, which is an ATP 250 event. Looking at the players, we can see there's been some qualifiers playing today. A friend of the podcast, Henry Laxon, he won his match. Hopefully we'll see him. Big shock, Rinky Hijikata beating Dennis Kudla. That's a bit of a crazy one. Another person we've had on the podcast. And Sebastian Baez beating Mark Polmans, another qualifier, if he is to get through the final stage, to watch, because he's going to be really dangerous.
I was surprised that he was able to take out Polmans in his own backyard, but looking at their form, I'm not surprised now, actually. Polman's on a massive losing streak at the moment, so maybe there's some injury there. Normally you see the Aussies do pretty well, like we were saying, like Hijikata, I think, is representing Australia. Rinky Hijikata, only 20 years old. Yeah, they just do well. Some of them, they just really, when the crowd get behind them, they know how to win, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of them doing well in the Australian Open as well. They tend to turn up. I don't know how they do it. Australian fans have a way of riling them. It's something special.
There's a lot of really good qualifiers. Berankis, Selik Bilic, Vavasori, Krezi, all potentials. They've still got to get through one more round. Seppi as well. But let's move on from the qualifiers. There's no previous winners. So let's get straight into the draw. And to kick things off, I'm just going to put it up on my phone.
Sure. Yeah, guys, if you are doing this for the first time and you're here with Game to Love, and you need to know how to enter, then download the tennis app that is on iOS or Android. It's TNNS. And then if you look on the bar at the bottom, when you've downloaded the app, it says fantasy. So click onto that, sign in. I think you can just use a Gmail account, something like that. And then just go to browse leagues, and we're the one right at the top with all the people. So just join that one. And we'll be handing out some prizes at the end of the year for people who win the most tournaments throughout the year. And on certain tournaments, there will be prizes for like Grand Slams and some Masters events as well.
Yeah, and it's growing quick. 303 members now, which is awesome. It's free to join. And the best way to actually download the app is using the link in the live chat, because then you can access the giveaway and you can kill two birds with one stone. You can download the app through the giveaway, get an entry to the giveaway, and also have the app. So what better way to do it? You've got a chance to go to Roland Garros by downloading the app. It's a no-brainer. So go check out that way. Just using the link tree and to do an enter giveaway. You can download the app through there, and then you get an entry to the giveaway and the app. But let's get started. And the number one seed, of course, Rafael Nadal. I feel like we've given him enough of an introduction. Would you agree? If not, I'll play the button again.
Yeah, I think the man who needs no introduction, I feel, Rafael Nadal. He just is that good. And just a figure. I was hearing something. Sorry to go off topic again. I don't know if I was reading something or listening to something, and they were talking about, obviously, how many bums on seats like Rafa, Djokovic, Federer, all those type of people. And I think Rafa, he's got to be up there. I think that they said the US Open final. No, it was the numbers for the US Open final on TV, even though Djokovic was going to complete the Grand Slam. They said it just still wasn't doing like those top level, which is surprising, really. Like something so historic that people aren't tuning in. But that's what the type of thing that Rafa does, though. Somehow he conjures up getting these people invested in him, and that passion and the winners and the Vamos and all of that type of thing. And that's why people are tuning in. And I can't wait to see how he's going to get on. I hope we get to catch some of these matches in this tournament as well, mate. Yeah,
no, me too. He is the number one seed. The number two seed is going to be Riley Opelka, as far as I'm aware. So a big serve. You've got Andy Murray in the middle of the draw with Van der Zandschulp. But let's get started. Rafa with a bye. He's going to be playing against qualifier Giron. We don't know who the qualifier is going to be. I think the qualifier could beat Giron, if I'm honest.
I think so,
depending on who it is. But for now, we'll have to put through Giron. Yeah. Moving down, I'm going to go with Poprin to beat Travaglia.
I think it's fair. You got to favour the Aussies.
And I don't know if I think you're just cutting off the last one.
Apologies. Yes, sorry. I just need to drag it down a touch. Come on, do it.
There we go. And Talon Greek Sport, Dominic Quetfer.
Oh, two great buttons.
What a big one, yeah. Two great buttons. It'll be a good watch along. I may shock you. I'm going to be going Talon Greek Sport. I think he ended the year so well. I'm banking on him continuing that form, and beating Quetfer would be a really big win.
That doesn't shock me at all. I'm going the same, just based upon that. And Quetfer, I think he actually finished the year not great in Davis Cup. I think he just lost 2 straight matches. So Talon Greek Sport, I want to see him do well as well. He's one that we've been singing his praises for so long. I want to see that challenger to main draw transition now. Come on, now's the time. Top 50, maybe even top 30 if he continues good form.
Yeah, and with Greek Sport, people need to remember on the Challenger Tour, he broke the record last year, winning 8 challengers. Was just unplayable. Won so many matches in a row. I'm not sure if he's lost yet.
No.
I don't think he has.
No,
So
he
that would
hasn't.
mean the last loss he's actually recorded was the US Open against Djokovic. So that kind of shows you what level talent
So
Greeks
mad.
was playing at for someone who's. Is he still outside the top 100 or is he inside
No,
now?
he's 65th now.
Oh, he's 65th. He's flying now.
Yeah, he's
Approaching the top
absolutely.
50.
It's mad, isn't he? He won 3 clay court events in a row,
There we go.
and then he
Legit.
won 2 hard court events in a row. So just going to show he can mix it on both surfaces. I just want to see him on the grass next. He can do
As
it on
Gene
that
says
too.
there, he's on a 20-match winning streak. Let's put it on the screen there. So let's
Brilliant.
get going with this. I'm going to have Rafa beating Giron.
Yeah,
And I think I'm going to go Greek sport to beat Poprin as well.
I think that's very bold, considering they are in Australia. I'm going to go Poprin just because they're in Australia. That's the only thing. Sorry, Greek sport. The winning run comes to an end. Right, so I've got Nadal Poprin. That'd be good. That's actually a rematch of they played last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was actually quite a close first set, and then, well, the first half of the first set, sorry. And then as soon as Rafa got going, it was just all over. Poprin didn't know what hit him. Right, moving down.
This is the Ilya Avaska section. Some big names and, well, some really good Australians in there. Chris O'Connell, someone we've had on the podcast. Nick Kyrgios, of course. Alex Molcan, another really good player.
Yep.
Tough one. Really is. I think I'm going to go... Molcan wouldn't surprise me if he beats Kyrgios, but I'm going to go Kyrgios.
Let me just throw this out there just in case it makes any difference. Kyrgios lost his last 5 matches in a row, and Molcan won his last 5 matches in a row. So that's their current 5-match winning streak.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Molcan beats him.
And it was all, I think he won a tournament in Helsinki. So
Okay.
I don't know. Nah, I'm big on the Aussies, mate. I'm big on the Aussies. I'm going to go with it. Go on then. Oh, Chris O'Connell, mate. I didn't know he was in this tournament.
Yeah.
There he is, mate. Friend of the pod.
Yeah, I'm going to be having him beating Thompson as well.
Same, mate. Let's do it.
And then this bottom one, I've been bigging him up so much. I'm going to stick with it. Ilya Vaska will beat Rusevori. Really tough match though. But I'm very fearful of Vaska.
Rightly so. He beat Rusevori twice last year on hard court. I'll be backing him as well. Right.
At the top, Goffin, Kyrgios. What can we expect from Goffin this year? Someone who had a bit of a quiet 2021.
No idea, mate.
Looked better the year before. I'm not really sure, if I'm honest.
His last 6 matches he's lost, and he's only won 1 set in that, and that was against Mutet when he retired. So
I'm going to go Big Nick. I think he's someone who can deal with not playing tennis and then coming back and being all right. So I'm just going to base off that logic. I'll go Kyrgios. We've seen him in the gym quite a bit recently as well. Him and Tomic working hard. Model professionals as always, showing how much they're dedicated to the sport of tennis, it seems. Chris O'Connell and Vaska. I'm going to go Vaska.
I think it's fair. I think you've already bigged him up quite a lot. I think
Copying me. You got exactly the same as me so far, Ben.
Have I? I've got.
No, apart from the Greek sport one.
Yeah, exactly. It's not exactly the same. These ones, they sort of do pick themselves a little bit, but Vaska I rate highly after last year. I probably would have had O'Connell beating him if it was the year before. We've
got David in the chat saying controversial. I think Goffin wins so much better mentally. Well, it's definitely possible. Let's see how he gets on. And we've got Match Point Canada joining us too.
Hey.
How we doing, guys?
Great
podcast you did the other day. I listened to that. And he's saying nice spot for an Vaska final. Great stuff here, guys. Yeah, appreciate it. And definitely, we've been bigging him up. I'm worried he's on Rafa's side. He is the real banana skin for Rafa. He pushed him so hard in Barcelona last year on the clay. Let's just hope it's not the case, because I'm big on Rafa and I'm going big on him in my predictions.
Right. Well, on to the next section, and
you're going first this time. I'm not having you copy me anymore.
All right, and we've got Mackenzie McDonald, who's up against Giovcek. That's actually a really good matchup. We know how well he did at the US Open, but I'm going to be going Mackie. Do like that guy a lot. So You?
This is where we differ. I'm going Gojovcik. Really impressed me US Open. I think it's going to be a very close match, but I'm going sort of edging towards the German a little bit.
Manarino, Van der Zandschulp. I know that lots of people are probably just jumping on Van der Zandschulp and disregarding Manarino. I don't disregard him, but I still think that he's better on indoor hard. I think Manarino. I'm going to be going.
A year ago, though, Manarino would have been a big favourite. No doubts about it. No questions asked. I'm going to be going the same. Van der Zandschulp. And Andy Murray to beat Bagnis. I'm definitely doing that.
On, that's not. Oh, what's that setting up? It's setting up Grigor Dimitrov versus Andy Murray. Are you kidding me? What a matchup that will be if we get to see that one. Wow.
I wonder what their head-to-head is. I don't want to put you on the spot. Right. I'm sure they must have played so many times. I'm interested to see how Dimitrov has fared. I feel like Andy Murray's always beaten him, but I could be completely wrong.
I'll find out very quickly for you, sir. 1 second. What's his rivalry? Let's have a look, Murray. It is 11 matches. He's won 3, lost 8 against Murray.
Oh, gosh. I thought you were going to say Dimitrov then.
No.
We've got Dean there bringing it up. 8-3. Murray leads the head-to-head. So as I suspected, Murray has got the better of him. I think he's going to get the better of him again. I'm going to be picking Andy Murray to beat Dimitrov there. And at the top, I'm going Van der Zandschulp.
Yeah, not played for 5 years, though, it should be noted. Last time they played was actually in the final of the Beijing Olympics. How about that? Andy Murray grabbing a gold medal there. So I believe that was the Olympics anyway. Right, I'm going Murray and Mackie. I'm going to have
you're not putting Van der Zandschulp for it.
No, mate. I'm going big on Mackie.
Okay. That could come to bite me, yeah, because I've got him going out first round. So hoping for Gojovcik now to do well.
Was that Beijing won the Olympics? I don't know if it was actually. Don't know. I think I might have just made that up. Don't just ignore me for that.
What were you talking about?
When he last played Dimitrov. I don't think it was that. I think it was just another tournament. Anyway, We'll get away from Andy Murray. So we got Benoit Paire. Yeah,
it was in Brazil 2016.
Okay.
Olympics.
Okay. Beijing was 2008. Okay. Yeah. Just to completely ignore me. I don't know why. I just saw Beijing and I thought Olympics.
Mate, I feel like with COVID, it just messes with your mind a bit. The times and dates.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it, so I hope. You never know. Benoit Paire versus the qualifier. Well, this is one where a qualifier could well go through here if Benoit Paire doesn't mind his P's and Q's. I think he could go out here, if I'm honest.
Yeah, the qualifiers look so good. Benoit Paire put an Instagram post out the other day saying he's got COVID again for the 5th time, and he was swearing in it and going absolutely berserk. I can't find it right now. I've got a transcript somewhere, but I'll have to save it for another podcast. It was pretty funny. I did send it to you. Maybe we'll talk about it in a watch along if we should do a watch along soon, because it's pretty funny.
Sure.
And Benoit Paire probably going to go out. It might even pull out before and not play, if I'm honest. But let's just see what happens. For now, we'll put Benoit Paire through because we can't put the qualifier. Next one, I'm going to be going Big Kev to beat Munar.
I think that's
Don't
fair.
ask me why. I'm just going with it. And then the bottom, we obviously can't do that. Qualifier, and then Riley Opelka. So then I'm going to be pushing. You need to put Benoit Paire through, mate, at the top.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't really want to click him, but I'm going to have to click his name regardless.
I'm going to go Kevin Anderson, Riley Opelka in this section because there's no other names to choose from until we know. The qualifiers will be happening soon, hopefully. And I think I'm not sure if this is 100% correct, but I'm pretty sure the qualifiers may finish before this one starts, unlike the Adelaide event, which was really frustrating. They all started at the same time.
Yeah, it was horrible because it meant I wanted Holger Rune, didn't I, in my one, and now
we wasn't even allowed to pick them, which is a bit frustrating, but
it
goes like that sometimes.
Yeah, you got drawn against Mutet in the end. That was your dark horse, but as our dark horses play each other in the first round.
No, Mutet wasn't my dark horse, but yeah.
Wasn't it?
No, I didn't pick a qualifier, did I?
No,
it was sorry, yeah, got you, yeah. Rune was a qualifier.
No,
let's move on to the next round. And right at the top, I've got Rafa on the down, Talon Greek Spore. You've gone for Poprin. I'm pushing Rafa through. I'm not going to talk about it for too much longer.
Surely the Greek Sport Express keeps going. 23
I think
matches.
this is where Talon Greek Sport loses. I feel like it'll be quite funny. The only two people to stop Talon Greek Sport in the last 5 months has been Djokovic and Nadal. I think that would just be a cool stat. So that's why I'm going for it.
I think Popperin gets through, but then he sees Rafa at the end of the court again and crumbles mentally once more, unfortunately. Just the knowledge that it is the king of clay at the other end is enough to send shivers down his spine. Then we got Big Nick, who's apparently been training all the way. Well, I don't know how long for. He just can't get him off the court, apparently. He's just literally living. He's in a tent on the
He's just
court.
loving tennis, Ben. He doesn't want a game anymore. He wants to play tennis. Leave him alone. And I think he's going to beat Ilya Ivashka. And that's how I'm justifying Rafa doing well in this event, because he's not going to have to play Ivashka. He's not going to have to worry about it at all. He's going to be playing Nick Kyrgios instead, because Kyrgios is going to beat Ivashka in a 3-set thriller tie break to end it.
I like it. I hope that happens. There's part of me that worries about Kyrgios making it to here, so I'm going to be going for Ivashka.
Fair
Right.
enough.
Kyrgios still not got his own proper button yet, so
these are some really good matches at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've got Botic, Van der Zandschulp, Andy Murray. I think I'm going to agree with whoever said it in the chat. I'm going Andy Murray to beat Van der Zandschulp.
I'm big on that, Big Andy. I was impressed by what I saw in, even though his exhibition, I still think you can look at how his movement was around the court, that type of thing. It looked good. I was impressed. Even though he lost to Rublev, I don't think there's any disrespect in that. I think Rublev's just that good on his day.
And 12 Travel 21 there saying Kyrgios, no joke in Australia. Well, hopefully he isn't, because I've got him going very far here. A Match Point Canada coming in saying Murray versus Mackie has long 3-setter written all over it. I think my one does as well. Van der Zandschulp Murray, that definitely could be 3-set. So let's hope Murray's not exhausted by the time he gets to, say, the semis. But I do have him beating Van der Zandschulp. And the bottom, Big Kev versus Big Riley.
Yeah.
Could be a few aces in this one.
I'm going Big Kev.
I'm going Big Riley. We don't have to say big in front of all of the names, but they're just, I don't know. There's something about them. You can't not say big.
Yeah. Huge Riley, wasn't it? We were going with, because there was Big John already. We didn't want to give him the same adjective. He was just that tiny bit bigger, 1 inch.
Fair enough. Semi-final time. And these semi-finals are crazy, Ben. I've got some real stacked, tasty semi-finals. Hopefully we can cover them in the live watch-alongs, especially this first one. Rafa on the down, Nick Kyrgios. Is Kyrgios going to go for the underarm serve again? Is he going to smash the ball into Rafa? We've seen it so many times, and we always see the same result somehow. I feel like Kyrgios is going to be so hungry for this one. He could take a set, but Rafa's going to come through and win this one, and I'm putting him through into my final.
I didn't have any doubt. This is where it actually gets tougher for me, because I know that there's no way it's tough for you to pick. So it actually now becomes tough for me.
Well, you've been very dismissive of Rafa this year, and if you're saying he's all injured and everything, surely he struggled against.
We don't know that he's injured yet. We just knew that he had.
Oh, you keep implying he's going to struggle this year.
I don't know yet. I saw him come back on.
You're not sure about Rafa this year. You have him 9th. How many Grand Slams do you have him winning in 2022? Zero. You don't believe in him. You don't believe in the guy.
Listen, the thing,
I am going to call you out on this podcast. You do not believe in Rafael Nadal whatsoever. That's why you don't have him winning anything.
I believe in his ability. I just don't believe in his body.
Okay. But then it's going to be his body playing. So can he beat Ivashka, Ben?
If his body is 100%, it doesn't even have to be 100%. That's a lie. If his body is 65% to 70%, I think he can still do really well here. He can do well in Australia. It's just what point in the year will his body start to break down a bit, and then if it comes back again, is all my worry is you start well and then you see the things come back, and that's where I get worried for him. I don't doubt that he can come onto court and just go, right, I'll just play through the pain for a whole tournament or a couple of weeks at Australia or something. Can he do it on a whole season basis? Not so sure. That's my worries. I think he can do it in this tournament. I think he's come back. Everyone's saying he looks fit as a fiddle, though, JG.
He is,
Definitely
Ben. He's
gonna
as
do
fit
it.
as a fiddle. Oh, he's doing it. He's pushing Rafa into the final.
Rafa's,
Welcome to the Rafads, Ben.
Wow.
I'll have to get you one of these caps. I'll send one in the post.
I'm getting one of those T-shirts.
I always knew Ben was a deep down Rafa fan. He just didn't want to admit it. We've got Sam H, another Rafa fan, saying, I worry Rafa ain't the same anymore. And yes, his body may let him down. Well, let's see. You've gone for him in the final. Who's your other finalist?
My other finalist. Well, we've got a semi-finalist here of Andy Murray versus Big Kev Anderson, which is actually a rematch. If we remember, Murray getting knocked out of the US Open by Kevin Anderson. That was back in 2015. I'd say it was a bit of a shock at the time because Andy Murray was considered one of the best, and people were thinking that he was going to possibly go deep in that tournament. That was the round of 16. He went out to Big Kev. Last time they played, though, Murray beat him. I think Murray gets to the final. We're going to see the big one. We're going to get the Murray-Nadal final, the one that everybody wants.
It's the one which on paper everything's pointing towards. But I'm not actually going to do it. I'm going to have Riley Opelka beating Andy Murray in the other semi. I told you, Ben, start of the year, my whole ethos in these draw previews is to put through some of the not the unknown players, some of the underdogs, I'd like to say.
Well, Rafa is an underdog, sort of.
No, I just want to put through some players who aren't always the favourites, because I don't think the favourites are necessarily going to always win. We've seen it on the women's yesterday. Kvitova going out to Priscilla Horn. I think we need to just be a bit more realistic with this. It's a fairy tale final, Rafa Nadal, Andy Murray. I don't think we're going to get a fairy tale start to the year. It's not going to be that plain sailing, and therefore I'm going to be going Riley Opelka to defeat Andy Murray.
Who's to say, though? Like, I know that these are two players now I've got in the final. Two players who are around the similar age as well, you got to remember. Both carrying, potentially career-ending sort of injuries that are both battling back onto the tour again. They've just played recently. It was an exhibition.
And they've been practicing every day together. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
I think it was Rafa put a tweet out, or was it a tweet or an Instagram or some post on one of the social media saying good to play or hit with an old friend.
Yeah, it's great to see. I love it. I absolutely love it.
He did little quotations around the old because he didn't want to offend Paul Murray.
An old friend. Love it. Well, I'm going to go big because I want a big year for the Brit. And I think if he's going to do well this year, he needs to start well. And I think if he's beaten him once already, why can't he beat him again? Come on, Sir
that's it.
Andy.
You're
Come
out.
on, Andy.
You're out. You don't have that. Your membership's been revoked. You can no longer join us anymore. You've gone with Andy Murray.
Come on.
I've got Rafa Opelka, a repeat of a match we saw last year in Rome on the clay courts. Nadal won on that occasion. Can he win this one? I'm going to go Opelka. No, joking. I'm going. That got you, didn't you? I'm going to be going Rafael Nadal to win. He's back. First event of the year, ATP 250 in Melbourne, and he's going to win the whole event, beating Opelka in the final.
I mean, you would think if Rafa gets all the way to the final, he should really win it. This is just a trip down memory lane for me, though. And if he gets to the final, Andy Murray, he's going to be in good form as well, because remember when in Antwerp, if he gets to a final, he normally does pretty well. I just hope that we get to see the real Andy Murray in 2022. And I'm throwing all of my eggs into his basket right now. So just for this first tournament, maybe not for the rest of the year if it doesn't go too well.
Good to see I actually did trick some people. They fell for it. But dark horse time. Rafa's my main pick.
Yes.
Dark horses. I think it's only fair. I'm going to be going Talon Griekspoor as my dark horse for this event.
Nice.
I'm not sure about all the seeds. So to pick your dark horse needs to be an unseeded player. There may be a more suitable one, but I'm not going to look at too much.
Kev Anderson for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go Talon Griekspoor. He's just on this winning run, and he's just playing so well at the moment. I'd love to see him do well.
Imagine
but
he
not
wins
at
it.
Rafa's expense, please.
Imagine if he
Don't
wins.
beat Rafa, please, Talon, please. That'll be a bit annoying, even though I picked him as a dark horse. That I don't know if I'd like that.
If he wins this, can you imagine? Talon Griekspoor goes 25 matches unbeaten. Then he's going into the Australian Open. Imagine if he comes up against Djokovic again. Then you'll be like, right, the last time I lost.
Oh, is Djokovic playing the Australian Open?
Wow, that's true.
Whoa.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do it, JG.
No, I don't know. He must have got some inside knowledge. I don't know. I didn't hear.
Sorry, I've just dropped the ball there. Oh no. Yeah, he texted me last night. Just said he's just on the flight over.
Anyway, that is our bracket predictions for this one, the Melbourne Summer Set. Make sure to enter yours. You've got until 2:30 a.m., which is about 4 hours time or so.
Right.
So make sure you get your brackets in as soon as possible. It's really easy to do. Hit the link in the live chat and hit the free giveaway, and then you can download the app through there. But let's move on to the next one because we have 2 other draw previews to go. We're not going to spend as long on these ones because we've spent about 35 minutes on the first. Let's start off with number 1, Ben.
Number 1, let me find
Melbourne Summer Set 1.
Oh,
this is the one with Naomi Osaka heading the draw. And then you've got Simona Halep as the second seed. So I'm going to see if I can find some of the qualifiers for this one. I don't know if you've got them up.
Yeah, I'm just bringing the draw up. I'm just going to see. Yeah, I've got qualifiers up for this one. Oh,
I can have a look. I've got some here. So this is the big news. What happened today? Taylor Preston, 16 years old, beating Sarah Irani.
Yep.
I'll let you talk about it because it's just ridiculous. I didn't watch the match. I don't know whether to say, was Sarah Irani really bad or was this Taylor Preston an incredible tennis player? I've never seen her play before, but 16 years old, beating Sarah Irani, really impressive. A name to watch.
Definitely. I think it's just great to see, obviously, a young Australian prospect. This is somebody I'm not going to lie, I've never heard anything about. And she's only played, from what I can see, 1 match before in the girls' singles in the Australian Open. And she lost to somebody who's now ranks 265, which is Noskova. But yeah, I literally have no information on Taylor Preston, but I'm hoping if she gets a good result in her next match, then she's going to be into the main draw proper. She is playing in her next match. It is Ava. This is a Destiny Ava. So that will be her, and that's a 21-year-old from Australia as well. So maybe she's played with her before. You never know. She doesn't have a great record at the moment. She's lost. She's won her last match, obviously beating Qiang Wang actually, which is not too pretty good. But she's lost before that her last 3. So be interesting to see.
I'm going to be rooting for Preston just as the underdog.
For sure,
Let's see how she can do. And maybe I might even tune in and watch some of it because I want to see how good she really is. But let's move on from the qualifiers. There's not many other big names of note. Probably one I'd like to look at is Bernarda Pera. I think she can always be dangerous. But I always talk about her and she never does anything good. So maybe I just won't mention her at all. Let's get into the draw. Naomi Osaka, Ben, how's she going to get on this year?
It's a very good question, JG. Naomi Osaka, it's sort of like a taboo subject to sort of even speak about how you think that.
Well, you left her out your top 10. So did I.
I did. I think
is that a mistake in hindsight, maybe?
I think it's harsh. I think it is harsh. I think that we have treated her harshly, but I just don't know which one we're going to see on tour, and I don't know if I can hang my hopes on Osaka going to tournaments and actually playing. And that's a very sad thing to say because of last year. We didn't get to see much of her just because she chose not to play tournaments due to the whole anxiety thing, the mental health side of things. But it was Wimbledon and it was the French Open where she wasn't really playing. And it was just that does make me sad that in the tournaments you're going to get most criticized in that you're going to avoid. That's a bad look. So anyway, I don't want to speak about it too much. I'm hoping that we get to see the real Naomi Osaka back, but there's part of me, I would like to see someone give her a really good match as well. I don't want to see her just wipe the court with people.
So does she beat Cornet, Ben?
Yeah, I think she beats Cornet. I think
she did lose against her, didn't she, last time they played?
No, that
Off
she
the top of
beat
my
her
head.
in It was actually in Melbourne last year. They played. I'm not. It was in the Gippsland Trophy.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
anyway, I'm going to have Osaka winning that one. I'm then going to go Martic to beat this Zanevska.
yeah.
I'm going to go Clara Burel to beat Zhang, and Samsonova to beat Petkovic.
Clara Burel. Yeah, she's the young French one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe. I'm going to go Zhang, and then I'll go Samsonova.
Here he goes.
Stick to the Russians. Stick to the Russians.
Go on, I'll
Right.
let you go first because you're
I'll
taking too long.
Samsonova and Osaka. I'm going to have.
I'm going to go Burel and
Nice.
Osaka.
All right.
Promoting
Moving down.
some young French ladies there. I
We've
like
got
Burel.
Oh yeah, she's really good. Okay, so Kudermetova, she's up against a qualifier. Remember the qualifiers that we've just said? I don't think they're going to challenge her. I think she's a bit too good.
Yeah, agreed. Same with Brengel as well. I think she'll beat the qualifier. And then moving down,
I'm going to go.
Potapova, Cabrera. I'm going to go Cabrera as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like it.
Just the Aussies, isn't it? Like, I think you've got to take that into consideration. I'll go Siniakova as well. Very good Czech player. I'm going to be cutting to the chase. I'm going to have Siniakova, Kudermetova meeting. I think they're the best two.
Yeah, it's definitely Siniakova. The top, I'm not so sure. Brengel could do it. Brengel could do it, Ben.
Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Watch out for Brengel, but I'm going to go Kudermetova as well. I can't be too different on this one.
No problems. So this one's probably slightly tougher. We've got Anna Cunha, and she's up against Martin Kova, who is the 7th seed. This is where we could see our first upset, I think. That's why I'm going to put Cunha through.
Is it the upset? Because would Cunha be favourite for this match? I think
it's
she
level,
might be.
dead even.
Oh, you've got the odds up.
Yeah, it's just literally like both 1.9s.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I don't actually look at the odds, by the way, when we're doing any of these.
I tried to just have a little check just to see who's the favourite. I think it's quite
It's good
interesting.
to know, but I go off the top of my head, and it seems to work all right. And I'm going to be
Yeah.
going with Anna Cunha here. I'm going to go.
That's tough, actually. I was going to say definitely Kanepi, but Christian's actually really good, and they're so closely matched. 71 and 73 in the world, these two. I think I'm shying towards Christian, but nah. Go with the gut, Kanepi.
I want to go Christian, but I'm going to have to go back because I've already picked Canetti. So this is a chance to work out how to use this app. Let's have a little look. There we go.
Save and go back. Well, I'm going to go, Sai Zheng to beat the qualifier. Then we got Risk versus Zvonareva, which is quite a tough one to call. Alison Risk, she did well at the back end of last year. If we remember, she didn't she win in Linz? So...
Yeah.
She's back on form again, and Zvonareva wasn't doing too bad either. I think she got to like a semi-final or something.
I'm going to go Risk.
Yeah, I think Risk's, if she's back in form, definitely. She's a great player.
I'm then going to have Risk beating Zheng and Anna Cunha beating Christian.
I think it's fair. There's part of me that wants to put Kanepi through just for the name, but I think I'm going to be doing the same as you. I think that Kanepi years are going to catch up on her eventually.
Fair enough.
So we got the same on that. We got Golubic against Lauren Davis. That's a tough one to pick.
I'm going to go Golubic. She was really good last year. Never let me down in a lot of the draws, so I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, I think you're right. She is solid. This one we don't know. So we'll have Sione Mendes. I've never heard that name before. Apologies.
Yeah, I've watched her.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, not bad. Not great. All right.
All right.
Well, I don't know. It's like she's not going to be beating Golubic, I don't even think. So I don't want to big her up too much.
All right. That's
I've already
decided that
given
for me.
that away. Next one I'm going to go Roos. Obviously, we saw her at the Champions Tour. Go check out our vlog if you haven't seen it. She played Raducanu there, lost. Didn't mean much, but
Nah,
I've seen enough of her to think
she let her win
on her day.
I think she
probably had to let. They're probably part of the contract. You need to let Raducanu win. They've come to watch her win. You'll ruin the party if you are to win.
Yeah,
but I'm going to have her winning this one and setting up a Romanian match against Halep. Oh, you've gone the other way.
Yeah, and the Australian, just to mix it up, just because we're in Australia. But it will be Simona Halep who will be meeting Golubic there.
Nice. The quarterfinal time right at the top. Naomi Osaka, Clara Burrell. So it picks itself for me. Naomi Osaka. I'm hoping she starts really strong this year like she did last year.
Well, she's...
I believe in the warm-up event before
Yeah.
Australian Open, didn't she? She was about to, in like semis or something, she pulled out, didn't she? Or was that the US Open I'm getting mixed up with the year before? I forget.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all of these things. She's never played Samsonova before. I don't think it's going to make any difference. She's got 4 slams to her name. She's that good. Come on. Siniakova Kudermetova, that's slightly tougher to pick.
Siniakova for me.
Kudermetova's really... I'm going to go Kudermetova because if she's playing well, I think that she could actually do it. There's just no guarantee that she...
This time last year, she got to the final against Sabalenka, start of the year.
Okay. I think it's possible. If she comes back to form, but we just don't know. It's the first tournament, like you're saying.
Anna Cunha risk, I'm going to go Cunha.
I'm going to go
and then
risk.
Halep, Golubic, I'm going to go Halep.
And I'm going to go Golubic on that one.
So Halep is not so keen on her then.
Nah, I don't know. I'm quite big on Golubic, to be honest. So that's why I'm picking her. It's not so much against Halep. I don't know. Halep is always decent, but years are going to catch up with a lot of these players at some point. I keep saying it. I think I'm going to have to shy towards some slightly younger talent, hopefully, this year in my draw, even though the first one we've done is Murray and Nadal.
It's not really going to plan. Maybe on the women's you are. So semi-finals, I've got Osaka, Siniakova. I think Osaka is going to be in the final.
Yeah, looking at this route, I can't not pick her.
It's a nice draw for Osaka.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, I think it's a pretty nice draw for Halep. I think she's going to beat Cunha. I'm going for the 1-2 final.
Boring. I'm going to go Golubic.
Okay. So you're going for the Golubic
whatever.
Osaka final.
I did that recently and she did terribly. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good omen for her.
How'd you see the final going?
I mean, surely she just wins it. I don't know. I don't see it probably going. If she's in the final and she's beating all those other people, that's the way you got to look at it, really. If she's there, she wins, I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I'm going to go the other way, though, Ben. I'm going to go Simona Halep, just to be a bit different to you.
Yeah,
I'm going to have Halep winning this event and Osaka losing in the final.
I mean, it's possible. I think if she gets to the final, she just completely makes mincemeat of whoever she plays in the final, to be honest.
I've got Jean there with the stats. Halep 4-1 head-to-head with Osaka currently. So she's had the better of her in the past.
I don't think it means anything. On your day, I think when you get to the certain matches, certain people just turn up and some people don't. And I think Osaka, sometimes it's unplayable.
Right, let's go to the next one.
Right, dark horse, quickly.
Oh, yeah, apologies. Dark horse.
Can I have risk?
I'm not sure who I can pick. Can you scroll down?
Cunha, maybe? I think a lot of players, all the good ones are seeded, I think.
I'm going to have to go Cunha.
Yeah, all the good ones are literally seeded. So
I think we'll probably both have Cunha as a dark horse. She could win this event. That would be quite cool.
Elise Cornet.
Nah, Cunha's a good one. I think that's a nice dark horse. Let's move on to the last one because we're definitely sort of going over the time.
Outstaying our welcome. Yep. Okay. Right. Last one. Let me just bring up that bracket. This one is the Summer Set 2, if I'm not much mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And any qualifiers to look at in this one, JG?
Yeah, I'm going to have a little look now.
Just bear with me. I'm just going to get the main draw up.
Yeah, I think... Apologies, I'm just trying to look. Yeah, you got Sasnovich. Sasnovich is a name I want to have a look at. Harriet Dart is another one. Bolsova, Tuzarenko, Stojanovic. Probably that's it. Or Rakimova, I think is quite good sometimes as well. but I'm not going to give any others a mention, to be fair. Watch out for Sasnovich, someone who, I think Thomas Rock was pretty fond about. I think he had her sneaking into his top 10. Not sure if he was joking or not, but Sasnovich has a lot of potential. She had some really good results last year, beating some top players. So she is a real scary prospect. You don't want to face her as a qualifier.
Can she get past Sorenko? It's just outside the top 100 at the moment. So I think, she could be a really good 2022 for her. She showed what she's made of. Beat Raducanu, beat Halep as well, didn't she? So really good. Right, let's get the draw up. We got number 1 in the seeding. It is Jessica Pegula, and she's up against Irina Begu. It's quite a good first round matchup. I'll be going Pegula on that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm then going to go Smidlova to beat Paolini.
I might surprise you. I'm actually going to go Paolini.
Who's the favourite for that?
1.53. It says Paolini. I'm surprised, actually. I thought Smidlova might be the favourite there. Considering clay courts, I'd probably give it to Paolini. Let's wait and see. I think that could be an upset, though.
I'm going to go Anisimova here.
Oh, really? Against Van Uytvanck?
Yeah, I'm going to go Anisimova.
I'm going to be going to Van Uytvanck here.
Is Van Uytvanck the favourite?
Let me check. No, she's actually not. She's 2.3. Bear in mind, the last time we saw her, she won in, where was it? It was in Limoges. She won a challenger in Limoges without dropping a set. So,
and the bottom one, you've just cut it off, but it's Gracheva Sestaya, and I'm going to be going for Sestaya.
Yeah, I couldn't get rid of that top bit for some reason on this one. I don't know why. I'll be going for Sestaya as well. Gracheva's decent, though.
I'm going to have Pegula, and then I'm going to go Sestaya.
I'm gonna have Van Uytvanck again going through, just so I can keep saying her name. Yep, go on, Alison.
So moving on down, let's get through this one. I'm going to go Kasatkina to beat the qualifier, Keys as well. I'm going to go Perez Diaz. Really impressed with her. Another one to watch. To see a young player who's great. Ellen Perez, good player. I've watched her lives.
Okay,
she's been around. She's been on the tour for a few years.
As she's an Aussie, I might give it to her, actually.
She's not bad.
Okay.
I've bet on her many times. Perez Diaz. Kostyuk beats the qualifier. I'll have Kostyuk beating Ellen Perez. Kasatkina or Keys. I'm not sure. I might go Keys. No, I'm going to change that. I'm going to go Keys to beat Kasatkina and Kostyuk.
Okay. Anne Lee. There she is. But up against Sharif. What a top. Well, that's a great matchup.
Yeah,
Didn't realize that was there. I'm a big fan of Anne Lee, as I am of Sharif. I think I'm going to go Anne Lee on this one, though.
Yeah, me too.
Right, Sevastova. Ooh, up against Caroline Garcia. That's a tough one to call as well. This actually got more matches than I realized. So I'm going to go Sevastova on that one just because she has a good button. Then we got Greet Minnen. Go on, Greet. Yeah, I like it when she's...
Every time I see Hadid Maya now, I just think of that match against Pliskova where she almost beat her.
Yeah. What about... But now every time I think of Cerebres Tormo...
I think of Raducanu as well.
She like decimated her. Not all of the good things about Cerebres Tormo, which is so sad. She's so good. I'll go Tormo on this one, though.
Yeah, me too. And I'll have Anne Lee winning on the top and Tormo winning on the bottom.
Oh, that's tougher for me, though. I think I might have Sevastova going through there, and then a Tormo Sevastova.
Not Minnen.
Nah.
usually do. That's why I'm just wondering.
I know. That's fine. I need to change something. It wasn't working for me so well last year. Maybe it was Greet that was doing it for me.
Clara Towson, one of your favourites.
Go on, Clara. She's going through for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go with Stoso here for sure.
Yep, Stoja.
Bottom, I'm going to go
Sharma to beat Peterson.
I'm going to go Pettersson and Mertens for me. And then I'll have Mertens beating Peterson and Towson beating Stosa.
Yeah, same for me. Sorry. Isn't it Stoja's last season on tour? Is that right?
Yeah, I sent that to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Let's see how she gets on in her last year. Of course, I'm a fantastic year, most notably in the doubles.
Yeah. And that's the end of the Merton's the number 2 seed, and she'll be propping up the bottom end of the draw. So we moved back to the top again. Oh, I can't move the thing. Come on.
No, that's good. This is the quarterfinals, I believe. Pegula Stay, I'm going to go Pegula. Kostyuk Keys,
Yeah.
I'm going to go Kostyuk.
I don't know. I'm playing everything too safe. Everything's too safe. You've been saying to me, come on, it's the beginning of the year. Anything can happen.
For sure. We know that. Kvitova went out
Van
yesterday.
Uytvanck. I'm going to keep saying her name. AVU. AVU. Maybe by the end, I'll just be saying F you.
Probably.
Right. We got Kasatkina, Kostyuk. Love that match. I'm going to be going Kasatkina.
Oh, different to me then. Let's move down to the bottom bit. Anne-Lee Saribas Tormo. I'm going to go Anne-Lee.
I'm going
So big
Sevastova. Yeah, I'm going big on Sevastova.
We're getting some different names now, me and you.
Yeah, this is completely.
We may even get different on the bottom one as well.
I'm going Clara Towson. I'm getting him first, mate.
Oh, kind of stealing it away
I
from
know.
me.
What the surprise?
I'm going to go Elise Mertens then.
All right. It's a lot safer. She'll probably win the whole thing, but who's to say Clara Towson can't? Maybe this is the year that she really breaks onto the scene. Last year was a good year for her. Right, so we got Van Uytvanck and Kasatkina. What's going on up
I've
here?
got Pegula Kostyuk, and I'm actually going Kostyuk to reach the final. Have I ever learnt my lesson? I've had Kostyuk winning some events last year, and she went out first round. Every time I picked her to win, she lost. But I'm doing it again. I've not learnt my lesson. 2022, Kostyuk in the final.
I'm going to be going Kasatkina into the final. And she's going to be playing... Dare I say it?
I knew it.
Dare I do it? I don't know.
It's close.
Is it too early? Is it? I know I'm getting too.
I'm
going for it. Go on, Clara. Come on, you're going in the final.
I've got Elise Mertens in mind. So Elise Mertens, Kostyuk.
Come on.
So you've got Kasatkina Towson. I've gone Kostyuk Mertens. A few young players here. Who's going to win though? I can't do Kostyuk. She let me down too many times. So I'm actually going to have Elise Mertens going all the way and winning this event.
I don't blame you, really. I don't know if anybody knows if these two have ever played before. I mean, Kasatkina and Towson, they may have played before. I don't know. I think I need to know. I'm just going to have a quick check to see if they actually have. They have played once before on hard court. Where was it? It was actually last year in St. Petersburg.
All right.
But home court advantage, you'd say.
Was it close? What was the score?
6-4, 7-6, but 7-love in the tiebreak. So straight sets. Again, but she was a qualifier back then, Towson. Now she's a 6th seed.
She's improved her serve as well massively from the start of last year to now. She's got a good chance. Do you think she's going to win the whole thing?
I don't know. It might be a bridge too far. But if we've got Kasatkina and Towson in the final, if she's beating all the other people, why not? I'll go for it. I'm going to go Clara Towson to kick off my women's brackets. If she can get that win, puts me in good stead.
Nice. So just give us your dark horse. So my dark horse is going to be Paredes Diaz as my dark horse. I really like her, the Spanish girl who is on the rise and can trouble. Definitely. She could win this event.
For me, where was Sevastova one? Was she a seed? If she's not, then I probably.
I think you want Van Uytvanck.
Yeah, I was going to say, is she a seed? Is she a seed?
That's perfect. You can have her.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Van Uytvanck. She's up. She's in there. Love it. So she'll be my dark horse for that one. Come on.
Lovely. Make sure you save your brackets, guys, and make sure you enter them. You've got a few hours to go yet. The tennis is going to be going on through the night in the UK time. Not sure what time zone your guys watching. It might be better than us. We've got John Delaros, one of our patrons in the chat. How we doing, mate?
Come on, John.
He picked Towson 2 to win. So the patrons are on your side. And we've got Kathy in as well, another patron saying, I saw that match, Ben. Clara played well. So Clara definitely could do it. Let us know in the comments section, guys, who you have winning these events. Of course, the big one was the first one we did on the men's with Rafa and Nadal returning. Can't wait for that. He's going to be playing doubles very soon. Make sure to download the app using our giveaway link in the live chat. You can enter to win 2 Roland Garros tickets for free, which is just amazing. So make sure you enter that giveaway. And in doing so, you can download the tennis app because that will give you an entry into the sort of the competition / giveaway.
Definitely. Should we have the promo just for people who aren't aware? Yeah, I think we should. This time we're bringing you a giveaway. Roland Garros 2022. We have 2 grand public tickets going on offer and you can be part of it.
Make sure you are subscribed to Game to Love. And secondly, follow the link to find out all of the ways you can enter. They include following us on Spotify, following on Twitter, joining the Patreon. That's another one where you get a few entries.
4 days at Roland Garros. That could be the final, the semi-final, the quarter-final.
To clarify, that is 2 tickets for 4 days at Roland Garros, seeing the very best tennis talent.
Yeah, so make sure that you get your entries in by the 31st of January 2022.
And good luck. May the best man or woman win. And hopefully we get to see you out in Paris very soon.
Oh, exciting stuff that. Yep, JG's just popped that into the live chat. The link's in the description as well. Good luck to everybody who enters. But for now, anything left to say, JG?
No, just good luck to Rafa in his match in the doubles in a few hours' time. I'll be waking up hoping he's won. But let's enjoy the week of tennis in front of us. We've got a lot of ATP Cup action. We will bring in some more podcasts tomorrow. They're going to be pretty much daily from now on out. There's so much tennis news to cover in the lead up to his Australian Open. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like this video as well if you haven't already. It really does help us with the YouTube algorithms. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you then, guys.